G'day all you sexy motherfuckers, it's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And today we have a video about Sony fanboys and also about Elden Ring. Now that's probably already given it away for most of you, but for those who don't know, in case you haven't heard, Elden Ring overtook The Last of Us 2 as the most awarded game of all time, because somehow, I didn't even know this, The Last of Us 2 held that title. How, even though half the audience thought it was shit, I really don't know. Predictably, this outraged Sony fanboys. And I thought it was hilarious because it gives me content. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. No, it didn't. Elden Ring Game of the Year awards are being tracked by reset era people who are looking for any minuscule Game of the Year award and adding it on. The website that tracks Game of the Year awards before is no longer updating it.
Hey, yo, buddy, listen, there's a time and a place for everything, alright? And right now is not the time to dick ride. So please shut the fuck up and go back to your corner, alright?
Wouldn't they also be looking for minuscule awards for, you know, The Last of Us Part 2? Which I feel like would probably add on to it. I mean, that's my question here, if they're looking for any minuscule award. And I feel like if they were looking for any minuscule award, it probably would have beaten The Last of Us 2 by more than just one award. Although really, my guy, you're gonna dick ride Sony like this? They're just using all these minuscule awards, bro. It's The Last of Us 2, nobody even likes that game. Don't compare a masterpiece with another generic Souls game. What only thing that makes it special is its difficulty. What the fuck was that sentence? I mean, all I gotta say is, that's just sad for this motherfucker. Like, imagine thinking the only thing that Dark Souls games or Elden Ring has is difficulty. Because that just tells me that either you didn't play the game, or you just got stuck at one boss and didn't think that you could go and grind and level up and then come back to it. Because nobody who's actually smart and has played the games thinks that Elden Ring has nothing outside of difficulty. You just couldn't get past the difficulty. That's why you think the only thing it has is difficulty. So really, that's an L on your part. That's kind of crazy. It's nowhere near the level of Part 2. No, you're right. It's 10 times better than The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, really, to call The Last of Us Part 2 even surface level compared to Elden Ring would be an insult to the ground floor. What innovation has Elden Ring brought? I mean, I guess it improved on most of the already existing aspects of other Souls games, but what innovation did The Last of Us 2 bring? What, better graphics? Old assets? Old CS? Oh, hey, that's me! However, someone also decided to ask this guy, and how did The Last of Us Part 2 innovate? It had great graphics, that's it. Innovates in technique, motion matching for animations, innovates in storytelling, innovates in accessibility. They've improved what can be improved. Elden Ring is a copy and paste of previous works. Okay, this motherfucker hasn't played Elden Ring, because all the things he mentioned that The Last of Us 2 improved on, Elden Ring improved on from their previous games, plus more. How is it possible? A game without dialogue and story? Okay, two things here. Firstly, I love it how it's a Sony fanboy thinking the only thing that matters in a game is dialogue and story. You know, not actual gameplay or anything like that. But also, Elden Ring has dialogue and story. In fact, it has great dialogue and story. I mean, I almost fucking teared up when Vare told me I had no maidens. But for real, if you think Elden Ring has no dialogue and story, you haven't played the game. Or at very least, you just can't fucking read. I mean, I'm sorry to all the Sony fanboys out there who couldn't get past the fact that Elden Ring doesn't hold their hand and have 10 cutscenes and make everything easy for you, and that, you know, you've actually got to use your brain to put pieces of the story together, or, you know, search up a YouTube video doing that for you. I'm sorry you guys were just too stupid to use Google. Alright, this one I like to call the copening. Funny to see the people who have been hating and crying over this game for years act like they just accomplished something in their lives, lol. Who is acting like they accomplished anything in their lives? Most of the comments are just people saying, holy shit, it's gonna be hilarious when Sony fanboys have a meltdown about this. That's all I think about this, because I get to make a video about this. After years of toxicity and being angry at a video game, they can have peace. Years of toxicity. I mean, bro, when Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year, the Last of Us fanbase was literally doing the exact same thing he's claiming that Elden Ring fans were doing. And also, nobody's finding peace from a video game. It's just funny to watch Sony fanboys, like yourself, melt down over this. These motherfuckers probably think the Elden Ring is a piece of jewelry. And by the looks of it, the only people getting angry at a video game is you, my friend. Whole video game industry for this mid-game. And there's a picture of a dude riding a giant dick. I can't actually show it in the video because YouTube will fucking demonetize me. But essentially he's trying to say everyone's dick riding Elden Ring, you know, mid-game. Even though in doing that, this guy's also kind of dick riding Sony. Oh yeah, Sony! This was just the weirdest one I've ever seen. I don't even know if this is a Sony fanboy. This is just like Pearl Harbor, but for annoying gay liberal gamers. What the fuck? Oh god, that's the funniest fucking response. Can we get some W's in the chat for my boy Great Lucas here? That's the funniest comment I've ever fucking read. The Last of Us, still the most awarded franchise. Until FromSoft release a sequel to Elden Ring, then that's probably not gonna be the case anymore. Really helped getting awards from PC and Xbox outlets, bro. These motherfuckers really can't get past the fact that Elden Ring is multi-platform. Yeah, guys, that's why it won. Because it's multi-platform. You know, let's just completely ignore the fact that The Last of Us 2 was the most awarded game before Elden Ring, and if being multi-platform really helped that much, then it probably wouldn't have been, and the most awarded game would have probably been a multi-platform game like Skyrim or even Sekiro, which has won Game of the Year before. Let's just completely ignore that fact and pretend that it being a multi-platform game really helped it that much. I mean, these motherfuckers were saying the same shit with Game of the Year. Like, yeah, let's just completely ignore the fact that Sony has won Game of the Year before and Nintendo has won Game of the Year before, even though their games aren't multi-platform. Like, they honestly just can't get past Elden Ring being multi-platform, and it's hilarious. But hey, maybe if you want Sony to win more awards from those Xbox and PC outlets that really help, you should be advocating for them releasing their games on PC and Xbox so that they can get those extra awards. Even though this point makes no sense. I think The Last of Us Part 2 should have won, and I think you should change your profile picture. I mean, man's got a Bored Ape Yacht Club profile picture. Okay, literally, just because of your profile picture, your opinion does not matter. Elden Ring didn't deserve Game of the Year, God of War Ragnarok did. I love it how their brains are all just frozen at God of War Ragnarok not getting Game of the Year. I mean, it's funny how all of these awards really mean nothing, but Sony fanboys think that these awards actually mean something. And honestly, it's just funny to laugh at them for it. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. I mean, the only other picture I have is this picture of Giga Chad Miyazaki. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. So thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Member shoutouts here. You too can become a channel member and help support terrible content like this by clicking the join button down below. Look at these legends here, who have helped support Jordan CS No, the best YouTube channel of all time, in buying coffee to fuel me to make fun of Sony fanboys and dumbasses on the internet. Follow me on Twitter at JordanCSNo, and also go like some of my amazing tweets. Subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, whenever I upload on there. Probably never, but you know, fuck you. Join my Discord server, The CS Nation. Links to all of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to any of the accounts shown or mentioned throughout this video. It's really unneeded, but that's all for today. So until the next one, piss off.